Hey everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Hola, hola, hola. Hello everyone. Welcome. We're going to let a few people come on in. We're going to get started here very shortly, you guys. I'm just kind of checking everything as we go. Hey, Miss Tawanda. Hello, Aset. Hello, Reina. Hey, honey. Hello, Lucky. Oh, hi, sweetie. Happy belated birthday. Okay, guys, you know, tonight is Wisdom Wednesday. And on Wisdom Wednesday, I know my background looks a little strange, guys, so just we'll live with it for a minute, okay? On Wisdom Wednesday, I always get into this teaching. Hey, Alpha Aries, how are you, love? I get into the teaching. So, but I want to make a couple of announcements. So, this week, Wisdom Wednesday is right here. Next week, Wisdom Wednesday. Hey, Ashley. Hi, honey. Next week, Wisdom Wednesday will be on Patreon. Okay, an exclusive for my Patreon patrons. So, go to patreon.com, look up Heart of Inspiration. Sign up for $5 a month, $10 a month, whatever. But you'll get 2 of these at least together a month. I'm working with the Tarot Lounge. Hello, hello. Hello, Deanna. Hello, Sagefire. Hello, Star. I'm working with the Tarot Lounge with Armand. And we're going to be doing some tarot after dark, you know, all kinds of stuff. So it's going to be really special. All right. So go to patreon.com and look up Heart of Inspiration. And because next week, Wednesday Wisdom will be on Patreon. All right. Let's get into this. I've let enough peoples come in. Thank you, love. You know, we're doing new things here. Thank you, Miss Deanna. I'm getting toys. You know, when you guys donate to the channel, the tips and all of that, right? I put that back into the channel. So I've got a new computer now that's a better processor. I'm getting a new camera. We're doing all these things to make the experience better for you. So don't think that the money is going anywhere else. I have a 9 to 5, you know. So we're doing this for a better experience. Hey, SR. All right, everybody, let's go on and get into some things, as Armand says. So we're coming up with a new moon on July 31st, a week from today. It is in Leo. Happy birthday to my Leos, by the way. Hey, Sassy Rare Breed. It is a week from today. It is a Leo new moon. July was a rather significant lunar month because we had three moons, so to speak, major moon cycles. We had the new moon at the beginning of the month on the 2nd, I believe it was. We had the full moon on the 16th, and now we've got the new moon again on the 31st. Very, very significant. July has been one of big activity, and it has been one of planting seeds for manifestation. So we're in this 6-month time period, you guys, where it starts off here, right? It started off in the beginning of July. Remember, July we're coming out of now at this point, but we were in a Cancer Capricornian axis. Cancer North Node, Capricorn South Node. Cancer, right, is the 4th house, all about home, family, roots, self-care, emotions, foundations, mother, children, women, and femininity. So our divine feminine was becoming, if you will, impregnated, if you will, with the promise, with the purpose, with the life purpose moving forward. Divine feminine energy. Capricorn, being the opposing sign in the 10th house, is about career, long-term goals, structure, status, reputation, public image, masculinity, men, fathers, experts, and fame. Now, I'm going to get it more into this axis next week. You won't want to miss it. Go to Patreon. Become a patron. You won't want to miss it. Because I'm going to talk in depth about this manifestation axis we're in this time. So here we're coming into Leo. Now, Leo season is what? All about being extremely expressive, right? Leo is big. Leo wants to be seen. Leo wants to be heard. Leo is also about having fun, right? Playfulness, all of that wonderful thing. What people don't necessarily realize, Leo is the 5th house. Romance, love, play, creativity, fertility. Now we just came off of divine feminine energy. Fertility, childlike spirit, joy, self-expression, and can be rather dramatic at times. Why is this important? Why is this important, this new moon? We just came from a time we have to plant. I told you all, we were planting seeds. Remember, we did the whole manifestation meditation, all of these things. Why? We were planting seeds in our divine feminine energy. So now it's time for those seeds to become fertile. And now it's time for those seeds to get the water, the sun. We put enough water on it last month. The soil is wet. Cancer season, if nothing else, is watery. Full of emotion, right? Full of emotion. So the water, there's plenty of water. But also then what does the seedling need? What does that seed need to become a seedling where we get some sprouting? It needs some sun. It needs this big energy, right? The big energy of the sun so it can germinate and start to grow. Now, y'all didn't think y'all was getting, y'all didn't think y'all was getting an agricultural lesson today. And I'll tell you the most that I know about it. All right. So now we're having this big sun, right? We're adding some masculine energy to it. We're making it fertile, okay? So here are some aspects I want us to watch out for coming into this next week. Some things that we need to really pay attention to. This new moon is conjunct, meaning it's in the same house with, in the same space, sharing the same space with Venus and the sun, right? That's what a new moon is. So now you have your emotions. You got love. You also have money. Okay? Oh, that was really good. Thank you, Lord. I just got a download about something. Today is also a very special day. I'm just going to put this separate and just leave it here. Today is my father's birthday. And, you know, he's been gone for 10 years now. And I got some interesting news today. Some news that, you know, about the house and about the mortgage. And it rocked a little bit. It rocked me just a little. Then I talked to my good friend Shonda. And I talked to Armand a little bit. And now just this here lets me know this is all going to work out by the 31st. So listen. Venus is all about your love life. Venus is also about your moon. About your money. Okay? Love and money. Now, you know, you got to have a job in order to be with me. Ain't nothing going on but the rent. You know, we got a whole, you know, no, I don't want no scrubs. I mean, we could go on and on and on and on. However, so the sun, the moon, and Venus are all going to be playing on the same playground here. So it's shining the light on your love life, on finances, on creativity. This is also a great time to have fun. Please try to schedule some time for these days that the new moon is in full cycle to have fun. Remember to have a good time. Okay? Remember to take some time out for yourself. Whether you're in a relationship or you're not, love on yourself. Okay, can you love on yourself a little bit and have some good times? Okay. However, we're probably going to feel pretty emotional. And we're probably going to feel pretty sensitive. So just know that about yourself as well. Okay? It's going to be all right. This too shall pass. So if you're a little more on the sensitive side during this time period, this is why. So while you're feeling really good about stuff, and be rather expressive about your emotions, how you're feeling about things, like maybe finally telling somebody how you truly feel, because we're going to get into some more aspects. Understand, and you're probably going to feel a little looser with the funds. Please try not to overspend. We're still in this 6-month cycle. Remember, this is about foundations as well. Like, we're building upon the foundation we built last month. So while it's better to sign those contracts, still try not to spend too much money on infrastructure, if you will. Okay? Be judicious with the money that is being spent. Okay? The moon is going to be square Uranus. Unexpected changes. Listen how I'm taking that. That's why I was talking about this. You may find yourself all of a sudden, hey, Miss Surrey. Now, I know there ain't 18 people in, y'all show y'all face. I know there's 19 people watching, so y'all show y'all face. I know I got some lurkers out there. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Good to see you. Anyway. So you have no job. That mean love. I dated guys who had no job until they got one that was about the person. Oh, no, honey, Nita, don't take that so personally, baby. That was a popular song when I was coming up. That was a popular song. I think it was in the 90s, right? Ain't nothing going on. Okay, I think that was in the 90s. Hey, Rio. At any rate, it's all right. No, Nita, that's not what I'm saying, honey. I'll explain that on another night. Okay. Uranus being squaring the new moon, which means it's also squaring Venus, which means it's also squaring Leo, because all 3 of those planets are conjunct. So that could mean some sudden, like you might have a sudden outburst somewhere. Like you like, where in the world did that come from? But that was really how you were feeling. Or you might have a sudden, or your significant other may have a sudden outburst, or someone you're working with, or anything like that, right? There could be some suddenlies happening. You could be, because now if you're willing to express yourself, you have to remember you're going to have to receive that said expression. Okay? So don't be surprised if there's also sudden changes. If you're really just like, Leo is big, right? And it is very illuminating. Its ruling planet is the sun. It illuminates. Where we might have thought that you was on some ish, we might have thought you was on some ish last month, but now this month we gonna see you on some ish. Okay? Because your behavior is going to express itself even if your mouth doesn't. And or you may say something, or someone else may say something to you that you're like, oh, I didn't know you really felt like that. Okay, so just look out for that. You're also probably going to be a little impulsive. You might want to make some sudden changes. Okay? Be proactive about positive change. Be open-minded and flexible. Okay? For some of my earth signs, this season of change is a little bit more difficult for you. I know. Just broaden your mind a little bit. Free your mind, right? The rest will follow. Alpha, Aries, it was 24 to 72 hours. Okay? I will try. I did have some personal things come up today. All right, so we will try. I will email you about that. Okay. Venus squaring Uranus, it can bring a need for freedom. Maybe you're ready to break up. Maybe. Possibly. You might be, thinking, oh, right? You might feel like, you want to be a rolling stone a little bit, or, on the positive side, you just might want to kind of up and take a trip. You might want to up and go do something that you've never done before, something romantic or something, whatever. Just go do something, enjoy something. Especially if you've been feeling bored or super confined or all of that stuff. Okay? That might be the case as well. All right? You might be like, I'm super bored here. I just got to break out and do something, right? If you're having a good relationship, though, you shouldn't really see a lot of drama in your relationships. In that regard. I talked about investing and spending money. Now let me talk about some other things that I really want to discuss because there's not a whole lot of major aspects going on here in all actuality on that day. Really the major ones are the fact that the sun, the moon, and Venus are all conjunct in Leo. And they're going to be at, they're going to be a little earlier into Leo. The sun definitely is early into Leo. The moon's early into Leo. Venus is pretty far into Leo at this point. It's been moving in Leo for a little bit now. We also do, though, we've got some nice trines happening here. Or some sextiles, I should say. We still do have the Neptune and Saturn sextile still going on. So that theme is going to be this way, guys, for a while. And they're both still retrograde for a little bit. Oh, by the way, Mercury will be coming direct. It'll be stationed in Cancer, okay, by the 31st, and then come direct and come back towards Leo. So that's going to bring much easier communication, kinder, gentler. It all goes away right around that 31st, right? So we're in a much better place, all right? So we still have the Saturn and the Neptunian sextile. We still have that going on. So there's still this opportunity to get deeper into the things of spirituality. There's still this opportunity. The veil is still very thin. There's still this opportunity to then move materially towards having material gain or making money, and not in a bad way, again, from your spiritual endeavors or from being spirit-led. So we are going to continue from here at least until January. You're going to notice that all of your spiritual abilities, gifts are going to magnify if you're willing to do so. They're also going to intensify, and you'll find more and more of your spiritual gifts being added as we go forward. So the biggest themes for this time period, really in all actuality, is really try not to be overly impulsive. Remember, this new moon is fully the end of one cycle and fully the beginning of the next. So we are coming out of this fully of the cycle of planting, right? And discovering. Now, you might still be in it. You might still be discovering what your purpose and who you are is. However, as we're coming out of that, now this comes into a time where it's time for us to put some warmth, some heat, some light to it. Let's start to see it grow. And over the next 6 months, we'll begin to not only get harvest from it, but by the time we finish this 6-month cycle, we should be securely in our place that we were meant to be in, or so darn close, we don't know the difference, okay? By a few months from now, by January of 2020, when that's a whole new resetting of a cycle, okay? That's a setting of the cycle. It reset. If you add 20 and 20 together and bring it all the way down, it adds to 4. 4 is life purpose. Right? We are preparing to walk in our purpose. No, TJ, let's not water. We need to turn the water off a little bit. We need to turn the water off just a tad bit, okay? It's time for the sun to come in. We might get a little emotional, but it's time for the sun to come in, okay? Here comes the sun, right? That's what we're doing, okay? So, and Mercury retrograde, it's waning, guys. I mean, I know it's still here, but it's waning. Honestly, there's just not a lot of major aspects. Just notice that you might find yourself a little bit more impulsive, perhaps a little bit more rebellious, or you know what I'm saying, maybe a little more aggressive, but it's fire energy, right? So that's to be expected. So just understand that about yourself, and really and be patient with yourself and others, okay? Now, that concludes, again, the other thing I wanted to add. So as far as manifestation is concerned, the why I call this a manifestation moon is this. Because when we add that divine masculine energy, right? It takes a divine feminine and a divine masculine to create life. It takes divine feminine and divine masculine to create anything. So when we put the masculine energy of Leo with what we've just come out of the divine feminine of Cancer, now is the time, all those things you wrote down when we did that manifestation meditation, right? And anything new that's come along, now it's time to really get the speaking into high gear, because your faith is going to be tried. And I'm raising my hand right now because my vibrational frequencies have been tried today. They've been tried. But you know what I have to do? I have to keep speaking. And I have to keep speaking. I have to keep speaking. What happened with Rio? Oh, yay. Awesome. You're going to be graduating in January. Yes. We have to keep speaking it. And why do we need to keep speaking it? Because we need to renew our mind with the washing of the word, with the washing of your word. You have to keep speaking it so your ears keep hearing it, so you reprogram your mind. As you're speaking it, your faith builds. So keep talking. So now is the time to be real big about it, right? Be big about it. Be like, this is who I am. This is who I am. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm manifesting. So it's time to really activate, the sun on a seed that's been put in the ground and watered properly, activates the germination sequence of that seed. The DNA of that seed gets activated when the sun beats down on it and gives it some warmth and gives it some energy, because the sun gives us life energy, masculine, hot, right? Insistent energy. It gives that to us. And when we get that in there, then that's when the germination activation happens and creation comes about. When divine masculine and divine feminine come together, creation happens. Yes? As it is above, so it is below. So, this is a time for you to get aggressive about what you're speaking. This is a time for you to get aggressive about what you're manifesting. This is a time for you to fight the good fight. This is a time for you to war for it. Don't just let it sit by the wayside. This is a time for you to love on it. This is a time for you to enjoy it. This is a time for you to accept it fully. This is a time for you to speak it into existence. And you speak it first into existence in your mind, and you speak it so much that it drops down into your heart, and there is no choice but. There is no choice as long as your words are in alignment with what your spirit and Supreme Creator have already determined. There is no choice but it to come to pass. Okay. All right. I'm going to be wrapping this up here. Good. We're at 25 minutes. All right. We did good tonight, y'all. So listen, I'll be putting this up. Tarot class is actually I reopened tarot class again. The first interactive class is this week, Saturday, 11 a.m. Central, 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. You can still put Tarot 50 in if you wish to pay for it all in one fell swoop. It's normally $397. I'm offering it this time for $297. You'll get another $50 off. So if you pay in full, you can get it for $247 just by putting the discount code Tarot 50 in there. If you need a payment plan, it would be the full $297. You could put $97 down using Tarot class. Also, please do go to Patreon. Next week, Wisdom Wednesday will be live on Patreon, not here. Okay? Live on Patreon. $5 a month. You guys probably waste $5 in your sleep, right? So one Starbucks, okay, a month. And then you'll have access to the monthlies that I'm about to put up on Patreon over the next few days. You'll have access to 2 lives, and then we're going to do a lot of fun and interesting things over there. There's levels that anybody can afford, okay? So come on over there, because I'm going to be starting to put content over there. Like next week, we are really going to get into a depth of this divine feminine, divine masculine, and how we really utilize it. And that's going to be a very important day. Most likely all my patrons on that day. Hey, Lisa, my patrons on that day, we're going to do a bonus meditation as well for manifestation. We'll do one on Monday, but we're going to do a bonus one on Wednesday just for my patrons and live together. And we're also going to get really deep into this divine masculine and divine feminine and how they work and how this plays into manifestation. These are the things I wish to talk about. I'm not going to talk about that on the open airwaves. All right. So, go out to patreon.com, Heart of Inspiration, and figure all this out. Anybody that I have readings for, Sassy, let's just you and I talk. Okay. Love. Let's you and I talk separately, okay, baby? Anyone that I have readings for to do, if you've not already sent me your questions, please do send me your questions. I will email you and let you know as soon as you're going to be getting them. You'll get them within 24 to 72 hours, all right? That's when you get the link. All right. Do we have any other questions? Do we have any questions here that I need to address before we sign off? I want to be sure that we are right. Well, TJ, that was during the free reading time. Okay. I'm talking about the Patreon patrons. When you join for $10 a month, you get all of the exclusive lives, plus you get a reading, either a couple of questions, two or three questions, and a general. And also at $10, you get 10% off of anything on my website. Any classes, any services, anything for $10 a month. $30 a month gets you 30 minutes, either a reading or Reiki. It gets you everything we talked about with the exclusive lives. It gets you 20% off of anything on my website, and plus my $30 and $60 folks. So my $60 folks are going to also really get something very, very special as well. They're going to get some really intensive stuff. So $60 folks will get 25% off. So guys, I mean, there is a lot. There is a lot going on. And anyone that joins from now to the 31st, anyone that becomes a patron, you can, for $15, get a triple reading. It'll be a regular reading, just general reading. It'll also be a love reading. And then I'm also going to be doing, with these new Zodiac Oracle cards, I'm going to be doing a Zodiac reading for you for the month. All 12 houses, what to expect. You'll get that for $15 when you join up. Okay, from now to the 31st. That's my initial thing. So, I mean, honestly, 3 readings for $15, that's crazy. All right. Okay, guys. And Suri, I probably need to chat with you as well. I think that's about it. I think that's about it. Yeah, get your pentacles together, baby. Get them pentacles together. Because y'all are not going to want to miss these things. Y'all are not going to want to miss them. We're going to get into some deep stuff. So if you really want to get, if you're serious about your spiritual growth, you'll come on and meet me over there. There you go, sir. Exactly that. Thank you, love. All right, y'all. I'm going to be up out here. I may or may not see y'all tomorrow night. I'm going to try. But I've definitely, most definitely, will see you all on Friday. Hopefully by that point, I'm going to have a call-in number on this channel. And I think Armand and I are going to go and do another simulcast. So you won't want to miss it, because I'm going to have a call-in number because I'm tired of the lag. Okay, y'all going to have to call in. Y'all will be all right. I'm not putting your face up, just your voice. Okay? All right, guys. I don't see any questions in here. So I'm going to get rolling. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you so much. Namaste. Bye-bye.